Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. It is 7:17 a.m. on Tuesday, the 1st of May. Wow, new month. Son of a gun. The march of time, the inexorable march of time, it never stops. There was a couple things I wanted to talk about. I've forgotten most of it because of my brain, but that happens. One of the things was this morning I had called up my subscriptions, and if you see, my tongue has got that big red thing on it. You may think, what the heck is that big red spot on his tongue? Oh, I'm sorry, I have a boom mic, so it's got a great big old boom that comes out the end, and I've got to reach around it and it bangs into things. I take iron supplement tablets, and it's doing a real good job at helping to keep my restless leg syndrome under control. But when I popped it into my mouth and then grabbed my thing to drink, the enteric coating comes off on my tongue. It's an enteric coating so that it doesn't hurt your stomach. It's enteric coating just means it's indigestible by your stomach. It somehow can withstand the hydrochloric acid your stomach makes, and then it dissolves down in your intestines. It's because otherwise it's really hard on your stomach and it hurts. Iron is not fun. But anyway, though, this morning when I woke up, well, first off, my computer sounded immediately like honey badgers were fighting inside of it again. Plate armored honey badgers with whirling propellers on their feet, and they were fighting it out to the death. I turned it on and off a couple times to see if that would do it. No. So I had to unplug everything, put it on a chair back behind me here, unscrew the back, open it up, and then carefully decide where all the cables should go, because they're kind of loose and floppy. And I've got not a lot of fans. There's 4 fans inside of my computer. It's got probably more. There's the fan on the power supply. There's 2 fans on the front, one of which is frozen entirely. I do have a fan, Strax Ion, the one that you sent me. I just have to get it in there. It's my hands and my general ability to get in and do things. I'm not really physically dexterous, and I don't want to damage it, so I'm trying to get hold of my nephew to get that put in. But it's got 2 tiny fans at the front, at the base, to try and keep a little bit of air moving down there. Great big old fan on the side, and then another fan below the major one? Yeah, for the radiator, because it's a water-cooled CPU. So there's a radiator and a fan blowing from that. So it's got a lot of fans. But that was so loud. Has to be a cable or a power cord or something that was flopping into a fan blade. So I opened it up carefully, moved, stuck things behind other things, and it's been quiet so far. No honey badgers fighting. Hopefully it'll stay that way. But I was reading and watching how Total Biscuit is retiring from game commentary and game criticism because his cancer is beating him. And when I read about that this morning, I just immediately started crying. And when that happens, though, I'm not crying over like Total Biscuit. I mean, that's sad that he's got cancer and he's gonna die. That's really sad. It's horrible. But I'm not crying because he's dying. And when Boogie got divorced and I was crying, I wasn't crying because Boogie got divorced. You know, that's his life. You know, they've got their own individual things. I was crying in each of these cases because our minds are cyclical. We just keep repeating things. We love routine. And whenever you get a thought, the more you think it, the easier it is to think it the next time. So the more you think things, the greater the paths become, so that when you've got cyclical thinking, it's really hard to break. Whenever I hear about somebody like Total Biscuit dying, on his way out, that just reminds me of my wife. And immediately, boom, I fall into those paths of grieving, of mourning, and just talking about it, my voice is starting to thicken up. So I'm not crying because Total Biscuit is dying. I'm crying because his situation reminded me so much of my wife and how she died. And when Boogie got divorced, I wasn't crying because he got divorced. I was crying because it reminded me of losing my wife. All that cyclical thought. So, I'm working on recovery. I am getting better. My social anxieties are less. They're not gone yet, but I'm working on it. I am getting better. I do have therapy this week to see my therapist. I didn't have it last week. Number one, I had an appointment that day. And number two, he had something he had to go to. And whenever he has to go to this, he just takes his family and then go off to a little vacation for like 3-4 days. So that's where he was on Thursday. So in 2 more days, I go in to talk to him, and I'm going to talk about this sort of thing. And it's good. But man, when I just read that, I mean, my voice thickened up a little. I could feel it, my throat tightening up. And then without sobbing, without anything else, just tears were whoosh, just running down my face. And it wasn't even like I was just trying to cry. I mean, it was just like I'm doing like right now, except that tears were running down my face. So, thumbs up for that. I do understand that I have entered in that portion of my life where more and more people that I know of are going to be kicking off right and left until it's my turn. That's one of the lonely and depressing things about my mother dying and my father on his way out. That's just further life shoving it in my face that I'm next. I'm soon. Of course, in the cosmic scale of things, even with our age of our solar system, if you don't even take the age of the entire universe, 13.5 to 14.5 billion years, and we only take the age of our planet, 4 billion years, if you take a look at that scale, not only in the short period of time that human beings have been around, not only can you say that we haven't even really existed, you can say that we haven't even really existed. We're all already dead. On the cosmic scale, we're such a blip that even if our civilization lasts 1 million years, what is 1 million years compared to the entire lifespan of just the 4.5 billion years of the planet? When you take a look at it on that scale, none of us have existed. We're not even here now. It's just a momentary boop in time. So thumbs up on that. I've been also thinking about lots of things, and I wanted to write them down, but of course I couldn't. Because this morning, after I got up and dug around in the guts of my computer, I don't have it on me, but somebody, I've forgotten their name. I'm so sorry. I have it in the email because you emailed me and said, I hope this helps. So I know who you are, and thank you very, very much. But I was given an e-gift card to Safeway for $25. This morning, after digging into there, 6 o'clock a.m., I walked down to Safeway and I bought, not a lot, but I bought things like, I've been trying to eat like good things and not just garbage. So these may not be the best. I mean, it's not, great amounts of a variety of foods, but it's packed in its own juice, and actually canned stuff is nutritious. Weirdly enough, isn't that amazing that we can keep nutrition in this stuff for like decades? But so I've got this to eat right now. It was only a little bit for right now because I had to walk down there and then walk back. But I bought these two things. And of course I had to get some caffeine. And then, just because the water here is so terrible, I mean, I literally feel sick to my stomach after drinking just Shelton water. I got one of these, so thank you very, very much. That used up like 1/5 of the card. So thank you so very, very much. Oh man. Yeah, I don't have a printer. So when I first got the notice in my email saying, I've sent you this e-gift card and I hope it helps, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so very, very much. I can't use it though. I don't have a printer, because I don't. My printer died like 2 years ago and I don't have any money. So I haven't been able to buy a printer. But I remembered they have internet computers up at the library. And after I took a look at the library website, you can print 100 pages per week free. It's part of their budget, their internet budget. So you can go in and print 100 pages per week, absolutely free. It resets every Sunday. So you're not saving anything by not printing. You might as well go in and print. You can online reserve some internet computers for an hour. You can only reserve for an hour at a time. Or you can just drop in. They just used to have a couple internet computers, but they added 10 new computers, internet computers, with a printing station for like every 2 or 3, where you tell your computer station to print, and then you go over to this little touch pad, like a little iPad thing, and you do pop, 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 and then the printer prints. It's really, really cool. So I printed out that e-gift thing. Well, I did it yesterday, not this morning, because I walked to Safeway like 6 o'clock in the morning. And it is 7:29 right now. Yep, late. And so I printed that out, kept it, went there this morning, bought some things, walked back, and I gotta somehow like go to Goodwill or one of these souvenir type shop things that has clothing. I need to buy a summer coat. I don't have a summer jacket. I've got winter coats. And walking to the store this morning at 6 a.m., I needed a summer jacket. By the time I got there, I was sweating and too hot. On my way back, what I tend to do is I'll just pull my coat off of my body so that it's just hanging on to my forearms, and then just dragging, well, not dragging, but it's my upper body is uncovered and only my forearms are covered, with the rest of my coat hanging around my waist. And then I walk that way. Oddly, that doesn't really help a ton. It cools down my core a little bit, but my body cools down by my forearms. So if my forearms are covered, but the rest of me is wearing something really, really light, I'm going to be sweating horribly, because this is my temperature sensors and heat dispersal system. So how about that? By the time I got back, I was both sweating and freezing. It was cold outside, but I need a summer jacket. I'm going to get one. I'm not asking for one. Thumbs up. So yeah, there's been a lot happening, and my collars are driving me crazy. For the first hour after I got this shirt put on, these two shirts put on, I was trying to get them even. This side was doing what this side was doing. This side was doing this side. So finally I jiggled them around enough that they were both equal on each side. Now look at them. I'm gonna change my shirts today, because I'm neurotic enough that really, really bothers me, the way that they're uneven. So this ain't gonna last, but the next time you see me in a video, this is gonna be changed. I'm gonna try to do a reaction today. I'm gonna try. My physical health has not been wonderful. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's just I got like a bug yesterday. I felt horrible. My skin hurt, my muscles hurt, my joints hurt, I felt sick to my stomach. And the problem with that, though, is I don't know if there's ever anything wrong when I'm sick to my stomach. All my life, I can remember being 19 years old, skipping breakfast, and feeling like I was going to vomit in the office, because I was in the Air Force at this time. Because I was so hungry that I would have to stop, hang my head, and it felt like a knife was stabbed into my chest. And I was just standing, trying not to puke, drool just pouring out of my mouth as I was trying not to puke because my heartburn was so bad. So all my life, my doctor asked me, it's like, I got a bunch of stuff happening. She says, are you sick to your stomach? It's like, I've always been sick to my stomach. I've never not. I can't answer that. Oh man, there's a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about, like deadlines, because I like to have my vlog online at 9 a.m., my reaction at 1:30 p.m., and my game video at 6. And I realized that these are all just self-imposed deadlines, but when I can't hit them, it just drives me insane. What I'm going to go do now, though, is thank 20 to 25 people for having left me comments on my community tab, because I thank you so much for getting me out of my head and into the real world dealing with people. It is not a good landscape behind these eyes. Thank you so very, very much. It is a range of 20 to 25 because with my fibro, widower, brain, depression, and brain damage from alcoholism, I lose track of what I'm doing all the time. And if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're not good at names. But as stated, I've opened up 24 hours. So we have Elk Modden, thank you very, very much. Don Gatto, greatly appreciated. Mime, thank you very, very much. And Ronnie Murphy, greatly appreciated. Ice Damon, they do. Thumbs up and thank you. Chris Houtman, greatly appreciated. That Channel, thank you very, very much. Yiren, I'm not sure, it's a J, and I can never tell what sound that's supposed to make. Thank you very, very much. La Fortune, Oxford House, greatly appreciated. Old School Cat, thumbs up, thank you. Regis, greatly appreciated. Red Shock, thank you very, very much. Looks like Mellow Sunday, except it looks like Conjay instead of an E. Thank you very, very much. Victor Godniat? I'm really unsure, but thank you very, very much. And Christian Paredes, thank you very, very much. _ Chari, thank you very, very much. Gaming with Purge Anarchy with a 3 instead of an E, thank you, greatly appreciated. Alexander Oz, greatly appreciated. The Fry Oil Vlogger, thumbs up and thank you. And No Name, oh, you do have a name, even if it has no name. That doesn't even make any sense, but thank you very, very much. Logan Ocanero, I'm nowhere close, thank you very, very much. Random Person F, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. And James Williams, thumbs up and thank you. And then Maggie Garner, thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. And then last but not least is Yorn Napkins. I sure hope that's pronounced. JORNKNAEPKENS. Oh boy. Thank you very, very much. It is appreciated, even though I slaughtered your name. Thumbs up and thank you, each and every one of you, as stated, for getting out of my head into the real world, dealing with actual people. Whether it was a good comment, a bad comment, or a different comment, I don't even know. I only accidentally read 1 or 2 comments as my eyes were looking at the name. I got good peripheral vision. I was able to see the comment underneath. But generally, I wasn't reading them on purpose. So thank you all so very, very much. It is appreciated. I have an Amazon wish list if you wanted to check that out. My great thanks to everybody who has been purchasing things for me of late. You are all so beautiful and awesome. Thank you so much. I'm caught between wanting to put things on my wish list and being both grateful and embarrassed when people buy things off of it. Thank you so very, very much. I am a conflicted, my head's a mess. Thank you. It is appreciated. And if you could check out my links, got Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be awesome and appreciated. Many people have donated. I have a lot of Patreon.com patrons. Thank you all so very much. It is because of you I haven't been homeless. I'm not getting financial, well, I'm not getting anything but financial abuse from, so thank you. It is appreciated. Now, if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. I would understand if you don't want to, but if you are down, then I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until, well, the end of my time anyway. Turned 55 last October. My mother only had 18 summers when she turned 55. I'm hoping for 19 or more, so thumbs up for that. Well, I'm trying to get a reaction video done today, depending on my mental mood. It all depends on that. You got to be in the right frame of mind to do a reaction or it's just pointless. I'm going to hopefully have a game video for this channel, hopefully a game video for my game channel. Actually, I do have a game video. I thought I deleted it. It's still there ready to go, so thumbs up. I got to get it uploaded. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, as I pointed correctly, is a very good thing. So you take care, and thank you all so very, very much. It is appreciated.